Welcome to the world of baking, where the sweet aroma of vanilla fills the air and the promise of delicious cupcakes tantalizes the taste buds. If you've ever struggled with achieving the perfect vanilla cupcakes, fear not, for we have the ultimate guide to help you create cupcakes that are not only delicious, but also visually stunning. Join us as we take you on a journey through the art of baking and show you how to create the perfect vanilla cupcakes that will leave everyone asking for more. Get ready to discover the secrets to baking the most delectable cupcakes that will be the envy of every baker out there. Ingredients. The first step in making perfect vanilla cupcakes is to ensure that you have the right ingredients. Here's what you'll need. 1.5 cup of all-purpose flour, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, 1.5 teaspoon of baking soda, 1.5 teaspoon of salt, 1.5 cup of unsalted butter at room temperature, 1 cup of granulated sugar, 2 large eggs at room temperature, 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, 1.5 cup of whole milk at room temperature. Before you start mixing the ingredients, preheat your oven to 350 Fahrenheit and prepare your muffin tin by lining it with cupcake liners. This will prevent the cupcakes from sticking to the pan and make it easier to remove them later. In a separate bowl, whisk together the dry ingredients, flour, baking powder, baking soda, and salt. Whisking them together ensures that they are evenly distributed and will result in a uniform texture in the cupcakes. Set this bowl aside for later. In a large bowl, beat together the butter and sugar until the mixture becomes light and fluffy. You can use either a stand mixer or hand mixer to do this. This step is important as it incorporates air into the mixture, which helps the cupcakes to rise and become light. Add the eggs to the butter and sugar mixture one at a time, mixing well after each addition. Be sure to scrape down the sides of the bowl with a rubber spatula to ensure that everything is evenly mixed. Adding the eggs one at a time ensures that they are fully incorporated into the mixture and helps to prevent curdling. Add the vanilla extract to the butter and mix it until it is well combined. This adds flavor to the cupcakes and is a key ingredient in any vanilla cupcake recipe. Gradually add the dry ingredients to the wet ingredients in small batches, alternating with the milk. Begin and end with the dry ingredients, mixing until just combined after each addition. Do not overmix, as overmixing can lead to tough cupcakes. This step helps to ensure that the cupcakes have a light and tender texture. Using a cookie scoop or spoon, fill each cupcake limit about 2 1/3 full with batter. This will ensure that the cupcakes have enough room to rise without overflowing. If the liners are too full, the cupcakes will overflow and become misshapen. Bake the cupcakes into the preheated oven for 18 to 20 minutes or until a toothpick inserted into the center of a cupcake comes out clean. This indicates that the cupcakes are fully cooked. Be sure not to overbake the cupcakes, as this can result in dry and crumbly cupcakes. Once the cupcakes are done, remove them from the oven and let them cool in the muffin tin for 5 minutes. This will allow them to firm up and make it easier to remove them from the tin. Then transfer them to a wire rack to cool completely before frosting or decorating them. It's important to let the cupcakes cool completely before decorating them, as the frosting may melt if the cupcakes are still warm. Once the cupcakes are cool, you can frost them with your favorite frosting or decorate them with sprinkles or other toppings of your choice. And that's it! You now have the perfect vanilla cupcakes. Here are some tips for the best cupcakes as well. Use high-quality ingredients. High-quality ingredients will yield a higher quality cupcake. Use fresh, high-quality butter, eggs, and vanilla extract to ensure that your cupcakes have the best flavor. Use room temperature ingredients. Make sure that your butter, eggs, and milk are at room temperature before beginning the recipe. Room temperature ingredients mix more easily and create a smoother batter. Don't overmix. Overmixing the batter can lead to tough cupcakes. Mix the batter until just combined after each addition of dry ingredients. Use a cookie scoop. A cookie scoop or spoon helps ensure that each cupcake is the same size, which ensures that they all bake evenly. Fill the liners properly. Fill each cupcake liner 2 2/3 full to ensure that they bake evenly and don't overflow. Without frosting, cupcakes are incomplete, so here's a super recipe for a classic buttercream frosting that works great on vanilla cupcakes. Ingredients: 1 cup unsalted butter at room temperature, 4 cups powdered sugar, 1 4 cup heavy cream, 1 teaspoon vanilla extract, pinch of salt. In a large bowl, beat the butter on medium speed until creamy and smooth about 2 minutes. Add the powdered sugar 1 cup at a time, beating on low speed until fully incorporated. Add the heavy cream, vanilla extract, and pinch of salt. Beat on low speed until combined. Then increase the speed to high and beat for 2 to 3 minutes until light and fluffy. If the frosting is too thick, add more cream, 1 tablespoon at a time. If it's too thin, add more powdered sugar, 1/4 cup at a time until you reach your desired consistency. Transfer the frosting to a piping bag and decorate your cooled cupcakes as desired. Here are some tips which will help you in making a good frosting. For the best results, make sure your butter is at room temperature before making the frosting. If it's too cold, it will be difficult to beat and may result in lumpy frosting. Sift the powdered sugar before adding it to the butter to prevent lumps in the frosting. Use heavy cream instead of milk for a richer, creamier frosting. To make chocolate buttercream frosting, add 1 cup cocoa powder to the recipe and adjust the consistency with extra cream or powdered sugar as needed. If you're piping the frosting onto the cupcakes, make sure to use a piping tip that's large enough to handle the buttercream. A Wilton 1 million tip is a popular choice for cupcakes. If you're not using the frosting immediately, cover it with plastic wrap and store it in the fridge. When you're ready to use it, let it come to room temperature and give it a quick whip with a hand mixer to restore its fluffiness. And there you have it, our guide to making perfect vanilla cupcakes. With the right ingredients, proper mixing techniques, and a few helpful tips, you'll be on your way to creating cupcakes that are moist, fluffy, and delicious every time. So, get out your baking supplies and get ready to impress your friends and family with your amazing baking skills. Don't forget to like the video if you found it helpful and subscribe to our channel for more delicious recipes and baking tips. We would love to hear from you in the comments below. Let us know how your cupcakes turned out or if you have any questions. Happy baking!